What do I got on my dock?
My fault. Who giving neck?
Okay. All right. All right. Mr. Don Juan, you are being charged with attempted murder, assault, and verbal assault. And on the civil side, you're being sued for medical and punitive damages. So can we hear the prosecution side? Or Mr. Giuseppe?
Yes, Your Honor. See, I'm representing Mr. Tony Catano today.
All right.
He was assaulted over at the Pillbox Hospital. We have the body cam evidence as presented to you in the discovery.
All right.
We find this to be a pretty dead to rights case. Mr. Catano is suing for medical damages and emotional distress as he feared for his life as he was being beaten, verbally abused, and threatened and assaulted at the same time, Your Honor, in a horrible manner by one Mr. Don Juan.
All right. Defense, have you any? What's your opening statement?
You have him speak up. I can't hear.
Flex your E muscle,
yes,
buddy.
Of course.
There you go.
I would like to object on this fact because, one, I would like to say that, I mean, he wasn't really fearing for his life. I mean, my client really felt. I mean, he didn't want to get put up against this other man over there. I mean, he was feeling for the other man. He didn't want to hurt him, nor did he want to have any sort of tussle with the man. So I believe that this man right here, my client, fought against his will, and he was forced into the physical and, as you would say, verbal disagreement.
Now, Your
All
Honor,
right,
I have no
that's-
objection to this simply because if you'll see the discovery, I believe that our video evidence is all that we need for this case.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Mr. Juan. I did take a look at Discovery.
You don't got the balls. I think that's what it
you-
is.
And
I got the
excuse
balls
my
to stomp
excuse my
on you,
I don't
boy.
think you got the
You
balls.
damn
I
near.
don't think
Matter
that
of fact,
you
I
do.
got
That's
looks like
I
just
think
you,
that
sir.
that's why you're standing
Over
in the
here, you have
GZ
anything to
talking
say
all
for
that
yourself?
shit while I'm over
He
here.
trying to raise bait.
I think that's what that is. I don't think you got
Make sure
the
you flex your E
balls.
muscle.
I don't got the balls for what?
I don't
Yes,
think
sir,
you
I
got
do
the
got
balls to
something to
put
say.
your fucking
For
hands
what?
on me. I don't think you do.
At Pillbox, I'm pretty sure they only tell one side of the story and they didn't tell the full story. But Mr.
I don't think you
Giuseppe
got the
himself
fucking balls.
has gotten into a little
Okay.
altercation
Okay.
with
That's
Mr.
what you want to do?
Flips. And
Fight
during
me
the
like a real
Do it
man.
again.
Come
Let's
on.
see it. Do it again. I like
Nah,
that. I
fight
eat
me like
those.
a
No,
real
do it
man.
again. I eat those.
Fight
Do
me
it
like
again.
a real
I eat
man.
those. Do it
in the
again.
corner
I
over
eat
there,
those.
he
You
decided
don't
to
want to
jump
fight
in
then.
on that.
Come
I
out.
eat those. Do it again.
Seeing that happen,
Your
I
friend,
could not let it
your
slide.
friend got
I'm
bigger
Nah,
balls the
what's
way
your
he
name?
fighting.
Because I'm
my
gonna
dear
see you
friends
around.
get
What's your name?
jumped by
Man, my name
two
Flips.
gangbangers.
Remember that name.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Now, Your
And,
Honor, I remember
Flips.
that. I would just like to
Remember that
object
name.
real quick and point out to
Your
the
friend
fact
just got knocked
that
out.
Mr. Catano was simply standing there watching throughout the entire portion of the video evidence that we have submitted to the discovery. when
Uh-huh.
Mr. Don Juan approached from the green zone parking lot of Pillbox and assaulted him for no apparent reason, while me and Mr. Flips were in an altercation that, might I add, we do not have body cam of, but did start factually from an altercation between me and Mr. Don Juan myself, which was a fair and friendly fight where, excuse my French, Your Honor, but I whooped the shit out of Mr. Don Juan fairly.
Objection, objection,
and
Your Honor.
squarely.
That is irrelevant to this
And
case.
then Mr. Don
Oh,
Juan's buddy
sustained.
Flips, Mr. Don Juan's buddy Flips decided to jump me with Don Juan because he didn't like that I won the fight in which Mr. Catano beat up Mr. Flips. They, of course, did not agree with this or like this at all. So we have then, once we had exited the parking lot one more time outside of the green zone, if you will, Mr. Catano was assaulted by Mr. Don Juan on video footage after I was assaulted by Mr. Flips.
Your
That was all,
Honor,
Your
so
Honor.
he just admitted that it was mutual combat.
I
So-
mean,
No, sir. I admitted that
Go ahead,
mine
Your Honor.
and
Go
Mr.
ahead, Your Honor.
Juan's. I admitted that mine and Mr. Juan's fight was mutual combat at the beginning until his buddy decided to jump in on me. But that was an entirely separate altercation from Mr. Juan and Mr. Catano, who had no separate or internal or initial altercation whatsoever with one another. It was simply him just beating up Mr. Catano for the mere fact that Mr. Catano was there, if you ask me.
Okay, so before I give a ruling on this, I just want to ask one question. So, Mr. Juan, are you going against anything that the gentleman just said? Because I understand it was a mutual disagreement and a mutual altercation between you guys. But from what I'm hearing, your friend, buddy, whatever you want to call him, he decided to jump in, and then this buddy over here, not buddy, I'm sorry, sir. This gentleman over here, Tony, he jumped in to get you out of get your buddy out of the situation. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to understand.
During the tussle,
Yes, sir. In the initial altercation.
Go ahead,
Yes.
Mr. Juan.
yeah. So during the tussle of Giuseppe and Flip, he did jump in.
Okay,
That's
and
why
then you
I jumped
proceeded to
in.
jump in. Okay.
Yes.
so
And when you jumped in, let me get this straight. When you jumped in, did you by any chance beat him within an inch of his life?
I don't feel as if so.
I feel,
Because
Your Honor,
from,
feel
well,
that-
hold on, sir. Hold on.
Yep, you can
Uh,
proceed.
From what I see, sir, from the video entered into evidence, like I said, you I mean, you damn near beat this man into the concrete. You bashed his skull.
Yeah, but it was still mutual combat between me and him.
No. The mutual combat, sir, was between you and I, not you and Mr. Catano. You guys had no initial confrontation before
So
this
if it
whatsoever.
wasn't, if it was just me and you, how did he get involved? Because he
Me
jumped
and
in.
you had initial mutual combat. Your buddy jumped in after the fact. And then
Okay.
afterwards, when we had walked out of the parking lot long after the fact, your buddy came up and approached me wanting to fight. You then fought, or you then, let me rephrase that, you didn't fight. You beat the shit out of Mr. Catano, bloody, until he needed medical bills exceeding $1.5 million.
Did it show he swung first?
No, it didn't actually. We have the video evidence, and the judge can review that in discovery. If
Yeah,
wish.
I wish we can put it up for the courtroom to see, but I did see you guys, you and your buddy swung first. As far as the charges that we're discussing right now, you and your buddy did take the head on that.
All right. Well, what I want to get my point across real quick before
ahead, sir.
any other words are exchanged, I want to ask the opposing. I want to ask this one question: before any combat happened or any altercation was, ever happened at all, I want to know, what did you say to my client, and I want to know why this altercation started in the first place.
If I recall correctly, this
was it mutual
altercation
combat?
started.
Was it mutual
This
combat
altercation
or
started over your client continuously referring to me as a Mexican, which I'm not. I'm Italian, and I informed him of that multiple times, actually. But that was what the initial confrontation started over, which led to us agreeing to mutual combat in the street. Yes, where I beat your client in that hand-to-hand mutual combat. His pal,
so?
Mr. Flips, was not very happy about that and decided to jump in about it afterwards.
So was my client then beated into what you may say a very unlikely manner?
No, your client was knocked unconscious on the ground. He then woke up quite a couple of seconds later, got back up, and proceeded to jump me with Mr. Flips, 2-on-1.
Right, right. And if I'm not mistaken, you did say before that that your client did jump in first,
No, my
if I'm not
client did not
mistaken.
jump in until after Mr. Flips had jumped in.
Okay, okay. All right.
All right. So,
My case stand.
any last words, Mr. Allen, the defender, before I make my ruling?
Yes, I just would like to call Mr. Juan to the stand because I feel he has a few words for the people that did this very, very awful act to him.
Uh,
So
Sure thing. The only thing I'm gonna say is, Mr. Juan, as this is not a jury ruled case, what you have to say is just between, just gonna be said to the gentleman that's
Your Honor, Your
in
Honor,
here.
I would like to ask that we remove my client from the bench in case of any harm or foul doing and planning on Mr. Juan's approach to the bench. If we could just have Mr. Catano come down here to one of the regular chairs while
Go
Mr. Juan
ahead,
steps up to
Mr.
the bench.
Katana. Go ahead. And Mr. Juan, you can step over there to where Mr. Katano just came from.
and you could just make your case.
Yeah.
Now this all started because he said I kept calling him a Mexican, in which I don't know if he took it racial or not, but I'm not racist because my client, or not my client, my friend Flip is actually Mexican himself. So before he took it as far as pulling a gun out on me for what I said, it could have went a whole different route. I proceeded to leave. This is where it all originated from. I proceeded to leave, and as soon as I get out the garage, he's already pulled out a gun on my friend Flip. So in the process of me hearing him and my friend Flip tussle upstairs,
Objection,
I
Your
run
Honor.
back
First
up.
of all, this is hearsay. Second of all, if I'm not mistaken, I think he is referring to the actions of my cousin Johnny Catano, who is no longer present in the city at this moment in time, but not me, myself, Giuseppe Genovese. I think he may be mistaken.
All right, Mr. Juan, I appreciate that, Mr. Giuseppe. Mr. Juan, continue.
Yeah. When I go back upstairs,
Turn your shit up, yo. Can't hear you.
Officers,
You know how I get this shit up.
kindly get your cadet.
for
Guys,
real.
all
Excuse
officers
his
step
language
back.
in the court.
Mr. Don Juan, do you mind speaking up a little bit, please, to the rest of the court? House can hear you.
Actually, I just realized that I don't think they have any mics over there.
Yeah, there is no
Yeah,
mics.
it's on shout now.
All right.
There we go. That's better.
But yeah, in the process of me going back to the second or third floor of the garage, he had a gun out, shooting at my good friend Flip, and I was in
Now,
fear
Mr.
for
Juan,
Flip's
Mr. Juan,
life.
I just have one question just to clarify something for the court real quick. Was the man that you're referring to wearing this suit that I have on right now, and did he have this scar over his eye, or was he in fact wearing a gray suit with slick
Please
back
turn up
low
your voice
hair?
box, sir.
I can't
Yeah.
remember what he looked like.
Mr. Giuseppe.
Sorry, guys. Your Honor, I was trying to point out to the court real quick that I was asking the defendant if the person he's referring to was wearing this suit that I have on, has the same beard as me, and this scar on my left eye here. Because I have a cousin named Johnny Catano. I think we all know him very well. He's a very good, upstanding member of this city and community. I believe that that's who he's referring to right now, because I was not in city in any parking garage or what he's referring to. The incident that we are here for in court today occurred in the Pillbox parking lot. I just want to point that out to everybody. I don't think he's referring to me. I think he's sorely mistaken.
That's what originated it. So what you saying is your cousin is an affiliate of this guy?
No, you started calling me a Mexican in the Pillbox parking lot. So I guess you must have been calling. I guess you must have been calling.
I just called you a Mexican.
No,
So
you were
it
calling
was you.
me a Mexican in the Pillbox parking lot. But what I'm saying is you must have been referring to my cousin Johnny as a Mexican in some parking garage somewhere earlier that you're talking about. But I have no idea what you're referring to
Okay, answer the
exactly.
question.
That was not me.
Is your cousin affiliate of him?
An affiliate of who? The man next to me, my client? Of course. Yes, she is.
All right. So
I think everybody knows that. They're cousins, actually. They have the same exact last name. This is Tony Catano. My cousin is Johnny Catano.
your cousin is the fault that he got beat up because he wanted to pull a weapon on somebody.
So
So this sounds like this has nothing to do with the case at hand.
Hold on. Let me just say this. I understand that it started with a gentleman by the name of Johnny Catano, but we're here for Tony Catano right now. So sir, don't get me wrong. I understand what you're technically you're grasping at strings, but that has nothing to do with this case. It does have something to do with this case, but it doesn't. You talking about something prior to the situation. And if he did brandish a weapon to you, why didn't you file a police report?
Yeah, we would love to see some evidence of Johnny Catano committing any crime.
And I do got that, but we'll talk about that later. Let's close this one and then we'll open a whole new can of worms.
Oh, we could do that if you want to.
So are you
I would love to hear that.
Hold on. Are you, when you mean a whole can of worms, are you going to sue or what you know what? Yeah, you're right. You know what? We'll handle that later. Sir, Mr. Wan, can you step down back toward the defendant table?
and this case stands.
And yeah, you could keep standing because we're gonna just read you out here. Unfortunately, Mr. Wan, being that you are the first citizen in this lovely city to be brought up on criminal charges here with the DOJ of Last Stop Community and at Los Santos, the city of Los Santos, we hereby sentence you to. Well, let me read you out here on the charge of.
Your Honor,
Go ahead.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I believe I just heard one of the defendant's buddies say, "Yeah, we'll handle them after this." Over here, you want to? Would the defendant's pal like to step up and clarify what he's referring to?
Don't worry about that. If something happens outside of this court, hopefully it'll come back to criminal court. If not, if it's an unfortunate event where someone loses their life, we'll handle that. This is the case that we're dealing with here and now. So, in the case of Don Juan, on the count of attempted murder, you're being sentenced to 50 months. On the count of verbal assault, you're being sentenced to 10 months. And on the count of physical battery, which is basically assault physically, you were being sentenced to 20 months. So that's a total of 80 months served in. Hold on. That's a total of 80 months served in county jail. What we can do for you, sir, being that this is your first offense, because when I looked down the docket and I looked on your profile, your criminal profile, you haven't been charged with anything before. So we're gonna charge you 80 months, but with good behavior, we'll let you out. We'll get that sentence reduced, but I will have you pay that $1.5 million to Mr. Catano for punitive damages. That's a no. You know what I'm saying? That's a no contest. You can't contest that. So, again, like I said, 80 months with good behavior. We hope to see you back in the city doing what you do best.
Your Honor, I would just like to point out that this man right here in the white suit is clearly live streaming, and he's
Your
That-
Honor,
that's
I
fine.
object.
behind
He's
us.
going beyond.
Irrelevance in this
literally
case.
stating
Hold
in the
on, hold
courtroom-
on, hold on.
He's quite literally stating on
Mr.
I got a
Mr.
question.
in the
Guys,
courtroom
guys,
that
guys,
they're gonna
guys,
kill
hey.
this man in the green shirt.
Order in the court. Order in the court.
They
Your
are
Honor.
clearly threatening my client's life.
Your Honor, I'd like to know the cousin of Mr. Giuseppe. What's
Sir.
the name of Mr. Giuseppe's cousin?
Sir, that's not
Tony
relevant
Catano.
right now. Oh, never mind. Tony Catano.
I have two
We're gonna
questions,
have
Johnny
we're gonna
and
have the bailiffs remove Mr. Juan out of the courtroom and handle all the booking and processing out of court. And again, sir, you have to pay Mr. Catano 1.5 million. All right. With that being said, 80 months in jail, sir. We hope to see you back out on good behavior.
Come
Thank
on
you.
over here, Tony, because we'll take that by NFC.
Guys, make sure you grab them. Read them.
Nathan, make sure you allow him to NFC transfer
Hey,
that
back the
1.5
fuck up.
to Tony.
Damn,
Back
bro,
the
this
fuck
is like
up,
my
get out my
first
face.
court. Being in court and shit. Yeah.
Why they standing around me?
What
are they- are they tying me?
1.5, so you need to
Hey, you snitch, bitch.
Hey,
Oh,
hey.
you snitch, bitch.
Oh,
Hold on.
yep, that's this man in the white suit right here. Yep, this man,
Oh shit, wrong one.
my client. I'd like to point out my client has been incapacitated on the floor in the courtroom again. My client has been
So-
incapacitated again.
With that-
Bitch
With
ass
that
nigga
being
should've
said,
kept his
sir,
mouth
you
shut.
will be
Bitch ass
serving-
nigga should've kept his mouth shut. Bitch ass
Maximum
punk nigga.
sentence, and we're gonna have to double that. We're gonna
Bitch
have to
ass
double
punk
what
nigga.
we're suing for, Judge,
Alright,
because
sir,
that he's
yeah, bitch,
incapacitated
Mr.
on the floor again. My
Hold
Hold
client is
on. Order in the
incapacitated.
court. Order in the court.
Hoe ass punk
Mr.
nigga.
Mr. Juan, I just witnessed. We've all just witnessed in this
I'd
court
love to see you try.
the
I'd love
assault.
to see you try,
Bitch, boy,
buddy.
you next,
We're
bitch.
we're gonna add another.
That-
We're
that
gonna
has
add
nothing
another
to do with me,
80.
Your Honor. That has
And another
nothing to do with me, Your
1.5
Honor.
million,
I
Your
didn't
Honor.
put my hands on nobody, Your Honor. You can't.
My
find me
client is
or
incapacitated on the
incriminate
floor,
All right,
me.
well,
Your
then
Honor. We're
who's,
gonna be
uh,
asking for
Hold
another
on, Mr.
1.5.
Giuseppe. Who's the gentleman that sworn? Go ahead.
You cannot incriminate me for something I did not do.
Who
That's
swung?
Your Honor,
Did you see who swung?
Your Honor, we're gonna be suing for another 1.5 million right now.
Hold on,
a judgment
Giuseppe.
in this
Hold
case.
on.
No, who swung?
Back this way.
The man in the white suit and the man with the face tattoo.
The guy in the white snapped his neck.
And the
Go
guy in
ahead.
the face tattoo.
That's what we not going.
Okay,
But it
so
was
we're
Don's
not gonna add a sentence on top of him.
So hold on, I'm gonna clip that.
Did you
We're
hear
gonna
me say
take
punch
those two
somebody?
guys in
All right,
contempt
then.
of court,
The
and we're
fuck
gonna
outta
sue
here with
them
that.
for another 1.5 each.
What we will
That's
do,
what we're gonna
yeah,
do.
we'll
Because my
we'll,
client is incapacitated on the floor right
we'll
now.
give him the
again.
same sentence. Wow.
Yeah, and that's
Sir,
perfect. We don't even
I
have
would
to go
have
to
you to
court.
hold your tongue. You're still in the courtroom, and we can hold you in contempt of the court.
Where's my client? Did somebody pick him up?